Good morning, everyone. I'm not sure if we're so busy because I promised a Willie appearance today, or if y'all just really want to work out, but anyway, welcome. We have Catherine, Maggie, Lisa, Lee, Newton and Vivian, Peggy, Rosemary, another Kathy, Marla. So it is Amy on the mic, Kate on screen. And that is Willie on screen. So Willie is Matt's dog, of course, but he is hanging out with Aunt Amy this weekend, helping out. I suspect he's going to be passed out in the first 10 minutes here. We're just going to give a minute for everyone to get settled. Wait. You will need a weight, of course, if you have it. If not, you'll probably want to have a towel handy. We do have step-ups in today as well. So if you have something handy that you are comfortable stepping up on, a chair, a low table, anything like that, you're going to want to have that handy. I'll, of course, give you an option, an alternative, if you don't have anything to stand on. Otherwise, just some floor space and some energy. Oh, we do have wall sits as well. So some empty wall space would be good. We have Patricia coming in. All right. Okay, sit down. All right, so let's start right into our warm-up. We're going to go ahead with some jumping jacks. Loving this nice full screen. And again, if you're new, it is Amy on the mic and Kate on screen. Willie supervising both of us. All right, let's go into some squats. Just try to sit down as deep as you can comfortably get. Perfect. And let's bring those feet nice and wide. We're going to sit down into our lateral squat. So just imagining there is a little stool right behind one foot, and you're trying to sit down on that stool. Just stretch as deep as you can get into it. Perfect. And then let's come back up and do our hip hinges. So hands gently behind the ears, and then we're going to send our hips back. Imagine that you are trying to close a door with your bum. You should have a soft bend in your knees, and you should be feeling a pretty good stretch down the back of your legs. Excellent, excellent. Just sending those hips back and then pulling them back forward. Awesome. All right. If you're comfortable, we're going to hang out in the bottom of that hinge. If not, you can stand up, but we're going to do some stick ups here. So you're going to reach way, way overhead and then pull those elbows down towards your back pockets. Should feel a lot of shoulders and upper back warming up with these. Awesome. All right, let's switch into some alternating reverse lunges. So big step back, drop that back knee as close to the floor as you can get it, and then standing up and switching legs. Again, here, key is just to get as deep as you can comfortably get. Lots of balance here. All right, perfect. So we're going to go ahead and settle down onto one knee. And we're going to start with our hip flexor stretch. So you want to bring your arms up overhead and push your hips forward at the same time. And then we're going to bring the arms down and sink those hips back. Might feel a little bit of a hamstring stretch in that front leg as you sit your hips back. That's a good thing. Excellent. All right. So now we're going to stay on that same knee. We're going to plant our hands inside that front leg and we're going to twist back and forth, opening up to the ceiling. Thinking about opening the chest and the hips here. Try and look up towards the ceiling as best you can as you twist. Awesome. All right. We're going to go ahead and switch legs here. And we will start with that hip flexor stretch. So arms up, hips forward, arms down, hips back. Awesome. And then let's go ahead and plant our hands down on that side and do our twists back and forth to the ceiling. Awesome. All right. Next up, we're going to go into push up to down dog. So you can do the push up from your knees. Why don't you do one push up and then stretch those hips back towards the ceiling into a down dog and then back down for another push up. We're going to float back and forth a few times. Once you get a couple push ups in, if you want to spend a few extra seconds in that down dog position, feel free. Awesome. And then whenever you are ready, we're going to go ahead and walk our feet up and finish up in a low squat hold. And while you're hanging out there, throw in some wrist circles in both directions. Vivian, I hope the foot is healing. I can't remember if it was foot or ankle, but I hope it's healing okay. You look like you're still a little bit using a bit of support and stuff, but hopefully we're getting there. As always, if you need any alternatives, just feel free to turn your mic on for a sec or hop into the chat. Okay, so we have two parts to the workout today. So we'll go through the first part. It's going to be 4 exercises, actually technically 5. So we're going to start with some speed squats for 20 seconds. So essentially that means I want you to squat as deep and as fast as you can. And then we're going to go from there straight into a wall sit for 30 seconds. So for your wall sit, you just want to try to get as low as you can, knees to 90 degrees or as close to that as you can. So I do want you to do your speed squats right in front of the wall because I'm not going to actually stop the clock. We're going to do the squats and then I'm going to say switch and you're going to go straight to that wall sit. Next up, you will see Kate leave the screen too for that part, just because she'll completely ruin our set if she does a wall sit into that back wall. All right, next up, we're gonna do some alternating glute kickbacks. So you're gonna be on your hands and knees. And then what we're gonna do is think about kicking our heel up to the ceiling, squeezing that glute, coming back down and switching legs. Try to maintain that 90 degrees at the knee if you can. Now, I do have a little extra challenge for those who want it here. If you want to make this more challenging, you're going to actually do this from the bear crawl position. So you can push your toes down and hover your knees off the floor and do your glute kickbacks from there. That is going to add a lot more core work here. So of course, just knees resting on the floor is perfectly okay as well. Then we're going to go into, you have 2 options here. So if you have a weight, we're going to do a squeeze press. So you're going to lie on your back. You're going to take, you can hold 1 weight or you can squeeze 2 together, whatever you have. And then you're just going to squeeze together hard in the middle of your chest, push up to the ceiling and then lower it back down to your chest. We're just going to go up and down here. Really think about pulling the elbows in tight to the sides and squeezing as hard as you can. If you don't have a weight, then you are going to do some narrow push-ups. So for narrow push-ups, that just means hands close together and elbows as tight to your sides as you can. You can do these from your toes, from your knees, or to an elevated surface. And then the last exercise is going to be our 1-arm row. So I think most of you are familiar with that, but we're just going to hinge forward here. You can support yourself on a chair, a bench, a wall. And then what we're going to do is we're going to squeeze our shoulder back really tight and we're going to pull that weight back towards our hip and then control it back down towards the floor. So we're going to be doing 30 seconds on each side. If you don't have a weight for this, you're going to do a towel row for the full minute or as much of the minute as you can make. So you're just pulling apart nice and hard on your towel, hinging forward with a nice flat back, and then pulling that towel back towards your hips. Okay, we're gonna do all that 4 times. So if you don't remember all of that, that's okay. I'm gonna tell you exactly what to do and when to do it. So right now you wanna situate yourself in front of the wall. Again, we're gonna do 20 seconds of those speed squats and straight into 30-second wall sit. So I'm not gonna stop the clock here. I'm just gonna say switch when it is time to go to the wall sit. We are going in 3, 2, 1, go. So just challenge yourself. So deep and fast is going to look different for everyone. So I just want you to think about going as deep as you can, as fast as you can. Just trying to get those legs burning. Good, good. And switching into that wall sit. Just get right into it. We're going to hold for 30 seconds. Just try to take some nice deep breaths. If you want to add some stick ups to this or anything along those lines to make it more challenging, feel free. You can also add a little extra challenge by picking your toes up off the floor and just driving into your heels. Whatever feels good to you. Got less than 10 seconds. And done. All right. Hopefully the legs are already on fire. We're going to go into those alternating glute kickbacks. So remember, knees resting on the floor, or if you want more of a core challenge, you're going to do this from the bear crawl position. We are going in 3, 2, 1, go. So as you kick back, remember you're trying to maintain that 90-degree angle at the knees and really think about pushing the heel to the ceiling. Keep that foot flexed. Should be feeling glutes here, a little pause at the top and really concentrating on squeezing the glute as you lift the leg. Good job, good job. 5 more seconds here. Feel that burn, feel that burn. And done. All right, so you can stay down on the floor. Next up, we have either your squeeze press or your narrow push-ups. We're gonna be going for 30 seconds here. Again, if you're doing the push-ups, they can be on the floor, toes, knees, or with your hands to an elevated surface. We are going in 3, 2, 1, go. So if you are doing that squeeze press, really, really think about squeezing together. It's easy to lose that focus as we get partway through, but it's not just about pushing up, but about really pushing together as you do it. Nice work, nice work. We've got a few more seconds. Should be feeling lots of chest and triceps here. So your chest will probably feel a little more like the front of your armpits. Triceps are the back of your upper arm. And done. All right. And so then to finish off round 1, we're going to go into those 1-arm rows. Again, if you don't have a weight for this, this is where you want to have your towel handy. We're going to be doing towel rows for as much of the minute as you can make. And we are going with the first side in 3, 2, 1, go. So a couple of tips for your 1-arm rows is really think about squeezing your armpits. The target here is our lat muscle, which is right behind your armpit and down your back a little bit. You are absolutely going to feel your arms working some as well, but really try to concentrate on that lat. So squeezing that armpit and making sure you're thinking about pulling the weight back towards your hips, not straight up to your chest. Everybody looks fantastic. And done. Switching sides. We're going right away in 3, 2, 1, go. Great job. Great job. Towel rows look fantastic there, Lee. Just check in and make sure you are pulling apart as hard as you can on that towel. Again, we don't want to lose that focus. The harder you can pull, the more you will get out of this. Awesome job. Awesome job. Few more seconds here. Really, really concentrating on that lat, on squeezing that armpit. And done. All right, so that is 1 round down. Grab a quick drink, take a couple deep breaths. In about 15 seconds, we're going to go back to those squats straight into the wall sit. Now, your goal with the squats is to go fast and deep, but if you feel like you can or would like to add some weight to that as well, feel free. We're definitely not going to stop you. All right, let's get ready. So setting up in front of that wall. And we are going in 3, 2, 1, go. Excellent job. Excellent job. Feel the burn in those legs. Again, fast and deep. Few more seconds here. Faster if you can. And switch into that wall sit. Just get right into it as quick as you can. Check in and make sure that you are sitting down as deep as you comfortably can. I say comfortable, but really it should be uncomfortable. Nice deep breaths. 10 more seconds. You're doing great. Keep holding. And done. All right. Nice work. Nice work. We're going into those alternating glute kickbacks next. So you are on the floor, knees resting down or hovering your knees off the floor. 30 seconds here in 3, 2, 1, go. Remember to think about maintaining that 90 degrees at the knees. We're pushing the heel to the ceiling and squeezing that glute. Try and keep the core engaged the entire time. Want to make sure we're not arching the back to get the leg up. Ten more seconds. And done. All right. Next up, squeeze press or narrow push-ups. So grab your weight or get in position for your push-ups. We are going in 3, 2, 1, go. Remember, if you're doing that squeeze press, really think about squeezing together as you push up. Good job. Good job. You are more than halfway here. Just take it one at a time. Think about keeping your shoulders down away from your ears as you're going into this, as you're going through the whole range of motion. And done. All right, we are coming up for our one arm rows or your towel rows. And let's get ready. In 3, 2, 1, go. Remember, all your focus on that lat muscle. Try to keep a loose grip on your weight if you're doing those one arm rows. Obviously, you have to hold on to it, but try not to death grip it. And as you're rowing, think more about driving your elbow back, not necessarily about pulling the weight up. The weight just moves as a result of you driving your elbow back. And done. All right, switch sides. In 3, 2, 1, go. Great job. Great job. Squeezing those armpits tight at the top. Think about pushing your chest out towards the floor as you row. Good work. Good work. 5 more seconds here. Get 1 or 2 more if you can. And done. All right, 2 rounds down, 2 to go, a couple deep breaths, and then we're going to set up for those squats again. We'll go in about 10 seconds. So get situated in front of that wall. All right, here we go. In 3, 2, 1, go. Again, fast and deep is going to look different for different people here, but just make sure that you feel challenged with how fast you're going and challenged with how deep you're going. And switch right into that wall sit. Job, good job. Again, throwing in those stick ups if you want a little extra challenge here, or picking the toes up, or both. Just check in and make sure you're sitting as deep as you can. If you can inch down a little bit, then do so. And done. All right, alternating glute kickbacks. Let's get set up on the floor. From that bear crawl position, if you can. We are going in 3, 2, 1, go. Great job. Great job. Got it. You got it. Remember, if you can hold a quick little pause at the top and really think about squeezing that glute, you will get more out of this. And done. All right. Again, staying on the floor, we're getting set up for a squeeze press or narrow push-ups. And we are going in 3, 2, 1, go. Again, thinking about pulling the shoulders down away from the ears here. That applies to the squeeze press and to the push-ups. Keeping the elbows in tight to the sides. Good, looking good, looking good. Newton, feel free to extend those legs out a little bit further if you want. And done. All right, coming up for our one arm rows. All right, getting ready for the first side. In 3, 2, 1, go. We're focused on driving the elbow back. The weight just follows as a result of you driving your elbow back. And we're thinking about pulling back towards the hip, not straight up to the chest. Looking good, looking good. Yep. Catherine and partner form looks great there. Love this, love the tempo. Looking good, Rosemary. And done. Okay, switching sides. In 3, 2, 1, go. Awesome, awesome. Looking good, Newton. Good little pause at the top. Got less than 10 seconds here. Just get a couple more on this side. Really concentrate on that lat. Try to make that mind muscle connection. Done. All right, couple deep breaths here. Grab a drink. We're going to do those for one more time, and then we will move on to part 2. All right, let's get set up. We're going to go in about 10 seconds. Squats into the wall sit. Okay, you're going to get an extra few seconds rest because I just realized that I forgot to turn Kate's lights on. So just hang on. I didn't even. No, that's my fault. Yeah. Oh, wow. Okay, that's so much better. Sorry about that. All right. We are going into some squats here. Speed squats for 20 seconds. 3, 2, 1, go. Last time you're doing these, so make it count. Good job. Awesome, awesome. Love the addition of the band there, Vivian. Couple seconds and switch into that wall sit. Last time here, make sure you're low, make sure it's burning. Good job, good job. 10 more seconds here. You got it, you got it. Breathe through it, breathe in, breathe out, embrace the burn. And done. All right, no more squats or wall sits today. We are going into those alternating glute kickbacks. Remember to hover those knees off the floor if you can. We are going in 3, 2, 1, go. Awesome, awesome. Pause and squeeze that glute as hard as you can at the top. Heel to the ceiling, knees staying bent at 90 degrees. Almost there, a couple more. Done. All right, into the squeeze press or narrow push-ups last time. We are going in 3, 2, 1, go. So 30 seconds here. Think about trying to make every rep as hard as you can. Great job. 10 more seconds here. Squeeze out a couple more. Really push hard together. And done. All right, coming up for one arm rows. Setting up for that first side or the towel rows. Here we go in 3, 2, 1, go. Nice work, nice work. Remember where your focus is. We're driving the elbow back, concentrating on squeezing that lat muscle, squeezing the armpit. Push the chest out. And done. All right, switch sides. In 3, 2, 1, go. Good job. A few more times here. This is your last couple rows. Make it count. Just think about making every rep as perfect and as challenging as you can. And done. All right, that is part 1 down. All right, part 2, we are going to do 3 exercises. So we're going to start with a plank shoulder tap. So you're going to be in high plank position here on your hands. Think hands close together and feet nice and wide. And then we're going to try to gently lift a hand and tap the opposite shoulder. While we do that, your goal is to hold that plank as still as you can. So you're going to want to rock around as you lift a hand, but think about using your core to hold yourself steady. Now, you can do this straight on the floor, or if you need to scale it back a little bit, 2 options here. You can just hold a steady plank, or you can bring your hands to an elevated surface. So a table, a chair, a couch, anything that you have handy there, and then just do the same thing from there. Then we're going to go into our alternating step up. So this is where you're going to want something to step up onto. So think about always having a foot on the bench, or your whatever your surface is. You're going to step up. You're going to switch feet at the top, step down with the opposite leg, back up, and then down with the opposite leg. We're just switching at the top every time. Feel free to absolutely hold some weight for this to make them more challenging. And what we want to think about here is trying to stay soft on the back foot and really driving through that top foot, almost like you want to pull that foot through your bench. And then we're going to finish back on the floor on our back. We're going to do scissor kicks. So this is essentially just very big flutter kicks. So both feet should be off the floor. Your head and shoulders should be off the floor. Feel free to support your head with your hands if you want. And then from there, we're just going to slowly kick the legs back and forth. And that's it, just those 3. So lots of core here. All right, let's get set up for that plank shoulder tap. We're going to be doing 30 seconds. And we are going to start in 3, 2, 1, go. So remember, goal here is to keep the hips steady as you tap back and forth. Feet going nice and wide will help you with that. Feet wide, hands together. And just try to keep it slow and controlled as you can. Breathe with it. Think about breathing out as you lift a hand, in as you come back down. And done. All right, we're going to get right into those step ups. So remember, switching feet at the top. Use some weight if you have it to make it more challenging. Oh, and sorry, I forgot. If you don't have something to stand on, you're going to do forward lunges instead. So you will just stand on the floor, step forward and down, and then back up and switch legs. So step ups, forward lunges if you can't do those. We're going for 40 seconds here. In 3, 2, 1, go. Awesome, awesome. Yep. Good work, good work. Remember, trying to put all of the focus on that front foot. So that applies whether you're doing the step ups or the forward lunges. You want to really drive through that top foot or the front foot. Thinking about the heel and the toes always being planted. Got 10 more seconds here. And done. All right, we're coming down onto our back on the floor for those scissor kicks. We've just got 20 seconds on these ones. And we're going to go in 3, 2, 1, go. So remember, pick your head and shoulders up if you can, if that's comfortable. You can support your head with your hands. Really kind of pushing our back down, really trying to feel our core engaged here. Great job, great job. And done. All right, very quick little rest here. Then we're getting into that plank shoulder tap. So you can stay on the floor if you want to. We're going to go through those 3 exercises 3 more times. Take a couple deep breaths. We're going to go in about 10 seconds. All right, here we go in 3, 2, 1, go. Remember, hands close together, feet nice and wide. From there, just trying to hold the plank as steady as you can. Try to resist that urge to twist. Good job, good job. Really try to keep yourself pushed right up onto your toes as well. Try not to let those heels sink back towards the floor. 5 more seconds, breathe. And done. All right, into those alternating step ups. Patricia, you have filing cabinets taking over your living room, just in case you didn't notice. All right, 40 seconds on our step ups. We are going in 3, 2, 1, go. Again, sorry, forward lunges if you don't have that surface to stand up on. Think about pulling that foot through the bench or whatever surface you're standing on. Pull it through as you stand up. Should be feeling lots of quads and glutes here. So quads are the front of your legs. Glutes are your bum muscles. More accurate to say, if you feel your glutes working, you probably feel it more in the side of your hips. Nice work, nice work. Okay to use balance here if you need to. Hang on to something for support. And done. All right, coming down for those scissor kicks for 20 seconds. Here we go in 3, 2, 1, go. Remember, focus here is core. Probably going to feel some hip flexors too. So kind of front of your hips and maybe down into your legs a little bit. Breathe with it. Push that back down. Keep that core tight. 5 seconds. And done. All right, plank shoulder tap is next. So again, if you want to stay on the floor, you can stay on the floor. Take a couple deep breaths, grab a drink if you need it. We're going to go in about 10 seconds again. All right, here we go. In 3, 2, 1, go. Five seconds, 5 seconds. And done. All right, coming up for our step ups. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1, go. Forward lunges if you don't have that surface to stand on. soft as you can on that back foot, really driving through the top one. Great job. Great job. Again, very okay to hang on to something next to you for balance if you need it. Leaning forward is a good thing here. So as you go into your step up or as you go into your forward lunge, you can lean forward. Just make sure your posture stays good and your shoulders are back. Done. All right, down for scissor kicks. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1, go. Awesome. Remember to breathe. Remember to push that back down to the floor. Engage that core. Feel those abs burning. We're almost there. Done. All right, one more time through those. We're almost through this. Although spoiler alert, there is a little finisher. All right, let's get ready for our plank shoulder tap. Last time. We are going in 3, 2, 1, go. Halfway here, halfway. You got it. You got it. Yep. Looking good, Lee. You can do it. You can do it. Just a couple more times. And done. Great job. Great job. Last round of step ups. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1, go. Step ups or forward lunges. Got it. You got it. We're just focused on one at a time. You want to make every rep as perfect and as challenging as you can. Don't worry about how many reps you're squeezing into this time frame. Five seconds here. No, sorry. 10, 15 seconds. This one's 40 seconds. Sorry to get your hopes up. Couple more times. And done. Great job. Great job. All right, down for a last round of scissor kicks. We are going in 3, 2, 1, go. Nice work. Nice work. Couple more seconds. Hang in there. Done. All right, we're going to do a finisher. So the finisher is going to be 2 exercises. Maybe I'll just give everybody a second to get up off the floor. It's a hard one. All right, so I'm going to give you 2 options for the first exercise. If you are okay with it, we're going to do some broad jumps. So that just means you're looking for distance, not height, trying to jump as far as you can, or with working within whatever space you have available there. So you're just going to do 1 jump and then you can kind of turn around and jump back in the opposite direction. If you do not want to jump today, we're going to do reverse lunges here. So instead of the forward lunges, you're going to step back and lower that knee to the floor, same as what we do in the warm up, just to keep those legs going. So broad jumps if you can. If you don't want to jump, you're going to do reverse lunges. And then we're going to do plank walkouts. So into your high plank position, you're just going to step your hands out a couple of steps and then kind of walk them back in, and you're coming in and out. So the farther out you step, the harder this is going to be. So if you're just taking like 1 step out and then back in, that's perfectly okay. If it's a couple steps, that's great. And you can scale this the same as the plank shoulder tap if you want to bring your hands up to an elevated surface, and or if you want to just hold a steady plank at any time, that is fine. So what we're going to do is we're going to do 40 seconds of each exercise, then we'll rest for a few. Then we're going to do 30 seconds of each exercise, then we'll rest for a few, and then we're going to finish up with 20 seconds of each. So starting with either broad jumps or reverse lunges in 3, 2, 1, go. Awesome. Awesome. And again, with those broad jumps, just working with, try to jump as far as you can and or work within whatever space you have. Looking good. Looking good. We're getting the longest round over with first. Really think about sticking your landing. If you're jumping, kind of want to land and stick that landing for a sec. 10 more seconds here. Looking great. Looking great. And done. All right, we're going to go right into that plank walkout or plank hold or elevated plank in 3, 2, 1, go. Willie likes to help with the floor exercises. Yeah. Do you want help, Kate? Can you do this for me? Thank you. This will pass the time quickly, right? Look, I have treats. I have secret treats. We are more than halfway here. Just keep breathing. Oh, yes. There we go. There we go. 10 more seconds here. Again, you can be holding a plank, doing that walkout. If you're doing the walkout, the farther you go, the harder it will be. And done. All right. We're going to take a quick 10-second rest. Then we're going to do the exact same thing, but this time it is 30 seconds of each. Now I've got dog slobber everywhere.
I don't know if I'm sweaty or if it's dog slobber on my head.
All right, let's get ready. Broad jumps or reverse lunges, 30 seconds in 3, 2, 1, go. Great job. Great job. Awesome. Newton, you can probably pick the pace up a little bit. Good, good, good. Yeah, squeeze as many jumps as you can into that 40 seconds, as many lunges as you can. Stay in control of your body. 30 seconds, sorry, 30 seconds. And done. All right. Plank or plank walkout, 30 seconds in 3, 2, 1, go. Awesome. Nice deep breaths while you're here. Great job. You're already more than halfway. Five. Hang in there. Stick with it. Done. All right. Another quick 10 seconds rest. We have one more round of 20 seconds here. Shake it out. This one's going to go by fast, so I want you to move as fast as you can. Here we go. Broad jumps or reverse lunges in 3, 2, 1, go. Good job. Good job. Yeah. Awesome. Awesome. Looking good there. Patricia, Rosemary, Maggie. Nice jumps. Good work. Good work. You're more than halfway here. Yeah. Awesome, Newton. Awesome. Keep that up. 3, 2, 1, done. All right. 20-second plank to finish it off. 3, 2, 1, go. Excellent. Excellent. Deep breaths here. Don't lose focus on the breathing. Just hold steady. Breathe in, breathe out. Less than 10 here. Less than 10. This is the last thing you have to get through. And done. All right. Great job, everyone. I hope we're all feeling good. Will you want to come say what? All right. It's so lovely having so many people on screen. Thank you so much for coming. Willie, we'll see you actually next week as well. We have 2 weekends with Aunt Amy. Then he's gonna go spend 2 months away. So
Oh
we'll have to have some FaceTimes. All right, have an amazing weekend, everybody. Thanks for coming, and hopefully we will see you next week.
I'm so dead.